Hello everyone, I'm here with Dr. Keith McKim, and we're finishing up another Freedom Awaits program. It's been very good, it's very exciting, and I'm going to go ahead and ask Dr. McKim some questions. Of course, as everyone knows now, this is completely unrehearsed. I don't even know what I'm going to ask him yet. So I'm going to pull something out of my hat right now. I think, first of all, probably the best thing to do is just say, where are you from, Dr. McKim?
Nampa, Idaho.
Okay, and how long have you been in practice?
26 years.
And have you been to any management groups before, or seen any management technologies out there, or
Sure,
experienced
yeah.
anything in the past? Okay, and what made you decide to do the Freedom Awaits program?
I think it was the decompression side of it that attracted me, and I talked to friends, and I actually checked with quite a few other companies out there that will train you in decompression. So I think it just seemed like you guys had the best program as I checked out other programs, and so it's the desire to give a different service in my practice, the decompression.
Okay, you make a really good point there that I'd like to bring up if I could. So you've checked out other programs, and it seemed like we had the best program when you checked everything out. And I know you, because I did talk to you about this over the telephone, and you did check everyone out, I know. So the question I have for you now is, how do you feel about this now that you've seen and experienced everything here?
It's pretty amazing, I guess. It's just such a clean, well-oiled machine, and we're pretty excited about getting back and implementing it.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I'm excited for you too. One of the things that you see a lot is that someone comes up with systems for people, okay, and those systems are geared pretty much to support the doctor, all right, and they have a tendency to sometimes drop the patient back a little bit. And then there's some people who have systems that are designed entirely for the patient, and the doctor is, working his butt off along the way. How do you think we've managed to put all that together?
I think it's a good balance. There's benefit to both sides, which I think has to be there for a long-term relationship, but major emphasis on patient, as a priority and their needs.
Excellent. Very, very, very good. Well, I tell you what, let's see here. If you were to, when I ask you this question, I'm just everybody knows these are candid and unrehearsed, and so, who knows what's going to come out. But basically, if I were to ask you what comes to your mind, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about this Freedom Awaits program, what would that be?
Well, one of the things is just such a well-organized system, and everything in its place, and everything has a purpose, and we're not cash currently, but it has the potential if you choose to do that, and it's just there. It's a whole system.
Yeah. Now that's something that you just jogged my memory on too. Okay. When I talk to people, I tell them there's just absolutely no one out there anywhere, period, that can even hold a candle to us when it comes to teaching someone how to do cash. And there are people out there, with all due respect, that are teaching cash programs. But I also make the comment that our cash program is unlike and it's different than anything that's ever been taught out there. Would you agree with that?
I've been through some cash programs, and I'm definitely that's not my area of strength because we haven't implemented that in our practice. But I'd say that it just makes it very doable. It's there. The system is there.
Do you think you're going to be converting to cash?
I don't plan on doing it overnight, and there'll be a transition period, but yeah, it's exciting. It just gives you so much more freedom, and but you give the patient what they need, and you're not controlled so much by the insurance companies.
There you go, absolutely. And you are going to be able to do extremely well. Dr. McKim has a very successful practice, and it's all chiropractic at this point in time. He's just getting ready to implement decompression, and basically, there could not be a better way for anybody that's ever thought about or wants to transition themselves from an insurance-based practice into doing cash than actually implementing decompression. Even if you're already doing decompression, it's the best way in the world to go to a 100% all cash system. And so that's what's going to happen with you. You're going to start with the decompression, and what will happen is that'll make it very easy. Once everything is in place, you're going to be able to transition the rest of the practice right into that. Do you see that kind of happening?
Oh yeah, we're excited about it.
So I don't know, is there anything where I really don't have any other questions myself. There's nothing that really pops up for me right now, but is there anything, I guess this would be a good question. The whole purpose of these interviews is for guys just like you before you ever got here. Okay, now you called people and you spoke to them, but still, the purpose of this is so that when someone out there is watching this and they're trying to make a decision, I've seen this program, I've done this, I've been there. Do you think I should do this program? Is it worth the fee? Is the fee a fair fee for what you're learning here?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little overwhelming at first, and I was even telling my son, who's also a chiropractor, that probably 3 or 4 months, if somebody would have asked me if I would invest this amount, I'd say no way. But as I've checked it out, now that I've been through the majority of the program, I'm saying it's a great investment. I have no regrets whatsoever.
Right on. That's what I want to hear. So I guess the last question I'm going to ask you is this: for those people that are out there and those doctors who are looking at us under a microscope and they're trying to determine whether or not they want to do this program, okay, what would you say from that viewpoint?
I'd just say that it's all the nuts and bolts are there, and of course you have to have the passion, as a doctor, to put your heart and soul into it, and the caring side of the practice, obviously, you've got to have that. But it's I've been through a lot of management programs. We've blended those and to something that we're relatively happy with. But this, just looking at a lot of systems and not being a novice in practice, I'd say everything looks, and it's nice to be here in a practice where they're doing it day in and day out, year in and year out, and that's what is exciting, and then the support from a system that's working, over the next year. Excellent. Very good. Dr. McKim, I look forward to working with you and watching you gain total practice freedom. You are going to gain total practice freedom. Thank you very much, and thank you very much.